The bus was old and weathered, its paint peeling and its windows fogged with years of use. It groaned to a stop in front of the small, dilapidated bus station, and the driver opened the door with a creak that sent shivers down the spines of the waiting passengers. As I stepped onto the bus, I couldn't help but notice how empty it was. There were only a handful of other passengers, each looking as uneasy as I felt. The bus driver had a strange, hollow look in his eyes, and I couldn't help but wonder if this was going to be a more unusual journey than I had anticipated. I took a seat near the back of the bus, trying to shake off my unease. The engine roared to life, and the bus pulled away from the station. As we left the dimly lit town behind, I couldn't help but feel a sense of dread settle over me. The road was dark and winding, and the trees that lined it seemed to reach out like gnarled hands, threatening to pull us into the shadows. As we traveled deeper into the night, the bus seemed to grow colder, and a chill ran down my spine. The other passengers huddled in their seats, their breath visible in the frosty air. I pulled my jacket tighter around me and tried to focus on the road ahead. But then I heard it, a faint, eerie whisper that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. It was a soft, haunting melody that sent shivers down my spine. I glanced around, but none of the other passengers seemed to hear it. The whisper grew louder, and I realized it was coming from the back of the bus. I turned in my seat and saw a figure shrouded in darkness, their eyes glowing with an unnatural light. It was a woman, or at least it appeared to be, her face obscured by a tattered veil. She was singing, her voice a mournful wail that sent chills through my body. I couldn't tear my eyes away from her, and as she sang, the other passengers began to sway in their seats, their faces twisted in agony. It was as if the music was tearing at their souls, pulling them deeper into the darkness. I tried to get out of my seat and move away, but my legs felt like lead, and I couldn't make them move. The whispering woman's voice grew louder, filling my head with a cacophony of haunting notes. I felt a presence, something malevolent and ancient, pressing down on me, suffocating me. Just as I thought I couldn't take it any longer, the bus screeched to a halt. The passengers all snapped out of their trance, their faces pale and sweaty. The whispering woman fell silent, and the bus door opened. I stumbled out of the bus, my heart pounding, and looked around. We were in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by a dense forest. The other passengers had scattered in all directions, and I was left alone, standing on the side of the road. I could still feel the presence, the darkness that had enveloped the bus, and I knew that I had narrowly escaped something truly sinister. As the bus pulled away and disappeared into the night, I couldn't help but wonder what horrors awaited those who had been unable to break free from its grasp. If you liked the story, don't forget to like and subscribe.